Let's get to today's Daily Dish. Cute story. A reporter from the BBC went viral over the weekend. His name's Phil McCann, and he's covering the UK's gas shortage. And some people were quick to note that he was the best man for the job since his name sounds like Phil McCann.
Oh, yeah, Phil McCann.
One person tweeted that the Simpsons writers couldn't have written anything funnier than that. Another person pointed out that McCann was now part of a very specific and rare Hall of Fame, and that includes other people whose names are perfect for the job. Phil McCann.
Rob Banks, what do you think he does for a living?
Well, my piano teacher growing up was Ms. Organ, Florence Organ.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect, too.
Yeah.
It really
I think we all have those stories, don't we?
If only my name was like Storm Rhodes, or not even Storm Rains or something like it. My last name was Rains or something like that. Oh, that'd be good. There is actually a weather person somewhere in the country that actually, well, I mean, in the real life name is Dallas Rains, but their last name is Rains, so that's perfectly suited for a weather person to have a last name like Rains like that. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Phil McCann. Scientists in New Mexico discovered fossilized footprints indicating that early humans were walking around North America 23,000 years ago, and that is about 5,000 years earlier than previous evidence had suggested. The footprints were found in a dry lake bed in the South Sands National Park. So scientists at the U.S. Geological Survey analyzed the seeds that were stuck in those footprints to determine their approximate age, not the seeds of the people.
Yeah.
So based on the size, researchers believe at least some of these were children or teenagers who lived during the last ice age. How exciting.
That is wild. And they had flat feet.
Well, there's a little bit of an arch in there.
A little bit of an arch right there, I guess. No, that is pretty wild, though, to see that. And then it's preserved there like it is. That always amazes me, that these footprints...
And that you can date it. I mean, that you can get in the ballpark.
Well, what gets me is when they'll go back, like they'll say this was like, 3.6 billion years ago. How do we know it was 3.5 or 3.8?
Yeah, or 3.3. I mean, it could be anything at this point.
3.7, million years
in the
ago.
ballpark.
Okay.
Give or take a, few
and the ice age. Well, I do know. I mean, obviously, the last ice age, the mini ice age. I mean, I know it obviously affected a lot of people, a lot of animals too. So.
Yes, indeed. So this is probably part of that, right?
Yeah.
Well, we've talked about self-driving cars many times, and I know you're excited to own one.
Worried.
Tesla has moved another step closer to having fully self-driving cars.
Yeah.
Saturday, it offered its customers access to upgraded software, but they have to prove they deserve it.
What?
They will have sensors keeping track of how safe each driver is. They record a score from 0 to 100.
But there's no driver.
Oh, well, the safety score, no, before you can be the driver, be the driverless, you have to do this. So the factors include lots of forward collision warnings, hard braking, aggressive turning, unsafe following, and forced autopilot disengagement. Even with the new software, though, the Tesla vehicles won't be fully autonomous, even though the drivers have shelled out $10,000 each just for that program, which is, they say, will come someday soon. I don't want my car to drive itself.
No. Am I the only one that's worried that they're going to have semi-trucks? And I think there might be some soon out on the highways.
I'm worried about it.
Yes, I think so. I think we should be a little bit.
With the human factor in there, even if they got the cell phone in
even if
front
it
of
is like one that has like some driving issues, like anger issues behind the wheel. At least we know they're paying attention, right?
Honey, aren't you glad I didn't bring your name up?
I just think I don't know. I'm not in. Although I will say this, though. I was driving my sister's car down to Florida with the family last year, and it's pretty much driving itself, When it gets closer, it'll automatically slow down if it gets too close.
And see, I don't like that. I have a feature like that, too. Like when I go in the other lane, it sort of nudges me. I don't like that.
No, I want to be...
I'm paying attention. Come on,
I know what I'm doing here. Car, don't. But it is pretty amazing, even right now, how some of these cars are pretty smart.
They are. Yeah. They are. Smarter than me, for sure.